Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing my CD collection video. I wanted to do one at the end of 2020, but with all the craziness last year didn't come, so I'm sorry about that, but I'm going to make up for it today, and we're going to be splitting it off into two parts since the video I uploaded last year I had split into two parts since for some reason, it didn't let me upload the full 20-minute video. So hopefully these are both about 10, 11, maybe 12 minutes in length. And I got a ton of new albums from one of my aunts since she was moving out of her house and didn't want them. And new this year, I will be telling you guys which albums I own turn 5, 10, 15, so on this year, and I'll also include albums from last year. So anyways, let's get into it, and our first album is Stiff Upper Lip by AC/DC, and this just turned 20 last year. I still want to listen to their latest release, Power Up. And yeah, just real quick, don't my dog, she's running around, so don't really mind her. Sorry about the few seconds trying to think of what I want to say, Next up is Millennium by the Backstreet Boys, one of the albums my aunt gave me. Next up is BTR by Big Time Rush. This is a UK edition with 6 bonus tracks. The standard edition just turned 10 last year, while this UK edition turns 10 this year. Next we have 24/7, the Deluxe edition by Big Time Rush. And I'm just missing their second studio album, which also turns 10 this year, and it's called Elevate. I enjoy all three of their albums. Next up is Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band, one of his greatest hits collections. Then we have Britney Spears, her self-named. Looking at my notes real quick, this turns 20 this year. Then we have Oops, I Did It Again by Britney Spears. This just turned 20 last year. Now we have Bruno Mars's Unorthodox Jukebox. If you're new to my channel and haven't seen one of these videos before, the reason I don't have a case for that one is because I used it for a school project a couple of years ago where we had burn songs for a character in a book on a CD, or could have done it on like Spotify or something, but I chose CD, and that's what happened to that case. Then next up we have Jackpot by Chingy. This was one of the albums my aunt gave me, and unfortunately there's no disc in it, and couldn't find it with any of the other ones she gave me, so I'll have to go out and get some blank CDs, burn copy of it. And I haven't listened to any tracks on that that album yet. Then that brings us to Chris Brown and Tyga's Fan of a Fan, the Deluxe edition. Then another new one, Daughtry's Break the Spell, Deluxe edition. Oh, and just mention real quick, because I wasn't paying attention to my notes, a Fan of a Fan just turned 5 last year, and Break the Spell, which I just showed you guys, turns 10 this year. Now, New one I got is Daughtry's self-named album. This turns 15 this year. Another new one from my aunt. We have David Cook's self-named album. I don't really remember him, but he was on American Idol, and I guess he has a couple albums out. I don't really remember hearing any of his stuff, but I'll have to listen to that here soon. Next up, we have Ed Sheeran's Plus. This album turns 10 this year, and it has to be my favorite album by him. And that's probably one of my favorites that I own on CD. Next up, we have Saying Elsewhere by Gnarls Barkley. This album turns 15. Then another one from my aunt. We have Glee, the Glee cast, one of their Christmas albums. This turns 10 this year. Well, turned 10 in 2020. I'm sorry. Trying to get through this as quickly as possible. Then next up, we have Evolve by Imagine Dragons. I enjoy tracks off that album, but I won't say it's my absolute favorite of theirs, but I did actually enjoy it. Next up, we have Night Visions by Magic Dragons. This is the Deluxe edition, and this is probably my favorite out of theirs. If not, it's their album Smoke and Mirrors. And that's what we have up next. Smoke and Mirrors by Magic Dragons. This album just turned 5, and this is one of the deluxe editions. It was my mistake for not purchasing like the one I actually want, but I'm fine with this. There's this copy of the deluxe edition comes with 5 bonus tracks, whereas I found another copy that came with 8 bonus tracks, and the version on Spotify also has 8 bonus tracks, all the same. So, but either way, I enjoy the album with or without those tracks. Next up, we have Jason Aldean's 9. I believe that was his 9th studio album. So, then we have Jason Derulo's Top 3. Sorry, I guess I kind of butchered his name. Jason Derulo. I'm just trying to get this done as quickly as possible again. Now we have Happiness Begins by Jonas Brothers. That came out in 2019, and it was like their first album in over a decade. Now we have Justin Bieber's Purpose. This just turned 5 last year, and it has to be my favorite album by his. His album from last year, Changes, I didn't care for. I just hated that album. Now, that brings us to Justin Timberlake's Future Sucks. Future Sucks Slow Sounds. Confused myself with the title there. And this album just turned it'll turn 15 this year. Now we have the 2020 Experience, the complete collection by Justin Timberlake. This combines both studio albums, the 2020 Experience 1 of 2 and 2 of 2, into one album. And I see there's some deluxe editions now, but I can find those tracks online. and I loved this album. Alright, another new one I got is Kenny Chesney's Welcome to Fishbowl. I still have to listen to that album. There's a couple that I got from my aunt that I still never listened to. So if you've listened to any of these albums, feel free to give your opinion on them in the comments below. Now, I got Born This Way by Lady Gaga. This is the deluxe edition or special edition, whatever you want to call it. Contains 5 bonus tracks, and it was a decent album. And this album turns 10 this year. Now we have Lana Del Rey's Norman fucking Rockwell. I only listened to that album once. I'm not really a huge fan of hers, but it wasn't bad of an album. Now, another one of my favorite albums, Macklemore and Ryan Lewis's The Heist. Then, Overexposed by Maroon 5. I feel like this is their last great album to me, at least. Then, another new one from my aunt, Michael Jackson, Number Ones. Then, one I bought myself, Michael Jackson's Thriller. They say that's the world's best-selling album, and I did enjoy that album as well. Bunch of singles spawned off it that got popular, bunch of hits, Now, the final one of this video before, I cut off and do part 2 is Nickelback's All the Right Reasons. That album just turned 15 in 2020, and I saw they recently released a 15th special edition 4th album, which includes a remastered version of the original album and I believe 10 live versions of some songs. I'll have to listen to that here soon, but alright, I'll cut you guys off and I'll get ready to do part 2. I'll see you guys soon.